He launched the piano into new realms while battling affliction, family turmoil, and crushing isolation. Beethoven's solo piano works, nearly all peaks of the repertoire, can be heard this season at Symphony Center. Beethoven was 11 years old when the Magazin der Musik reviewed his performance of Bach's Well-Tempered Clavier, praising his eloquence and power. As a teenager, Beethoven would reduce listeners to tears with his rapturous improvisations. And at age 21, he moved from Bonn to the musical capital of Vienna, where he studied composition with Haydn. Beethoven dedicated his first 3 mature piano sonatas to the 64-year-old master, which offer hints of the bold gestures and harmonies to come. The 32 piano sonatas became laboratories where Beethoven could experiment with new forms and sonorities. By the time of his middle or heroic period, they were increasingly driven and complex. Think of the nicknamed sonatas, the anxious Pathétique, the bittersweet Moonlight, the explosive Appassionata, and the blustery Tempest. Other piano works from this period include the Opus 77 Fantasy, which creates the illusion of an improvisation. Beethoven could be abusive towards pianos. His pupil, Carl Czerny, reported that, quote, "The weak and imperfect pianofortes of his time cannot withstand his gigantic style." Beethoven began requiring sturdier and louder instruments that could brave his intensity and compensate for his growing deafness. When the London firm Broadwood sent him its latest instrument in 1818, Beethoven became inspired to write the colossal Hammerklavier Sonata. Dedicated to his patron, Archduke Rudolph, the Opus 106 introduced new realms of length and difficulty, ending with a wild fugue. As Beethoven faced health problems, financial struggles, and estrangement from his friends and family, his piano writing turned increasingly poetic and ethereal. In his 33 Diabelli variations, he takes a trivial waltz from his publisher and elevates it to the sublime. His final sonata, Opus 111, closes with an otherworldly set of variations. Beethoven had capped his struggle with an instrument that occupied him throughout his life. He elevated once rigid forms with a humanity and depth, offering an endless challenge for the performer and listener alike.